I was thinking of something you said, which was the expertise imposter thing. And I love giving this example because sometimes, as doctors, we just live, sleep, breathe medicine. We sometimes forget that our expertise is seriously valuable. I don't know how many times I have to keep saying this, but I'm gonna scream it from the rooftops, and some people would still not believe that. There's just some psychological barrier. But a great example of this is like English, right? Recently, I remember, you don't need to be Shakespeare in order to teach English. You might think that, hey, if you're some high school kid teaching somebody how to speak English, teaching a course on English, nobody would buy that in America. Nobody would, in their right mind, would buy English, would learn English from a high school kid, right? But if you put that same person in the middle of China, in the middle of India, in the middle of Russia, suddenly the conversation becomes completely different. Suddenly there's a huge marketplace for people that want to learn English from someone that is just a few steps ahead. They don't want to learn
Mm.
English from a professor of English. They don't want to learn English from Shakespeare or Robert Frost, right? They want to learn English from someone that's just a few steps ahead so that they remember exactly what it's like to teach someone that's in their situation. And this is actually very similar to doctors. They're just stuck in this little bubble. We're stuck in this little bubble in the healthcare world, hospital, clinic, all of our colleagues, we kind of speak the same medical jargon, the same language. We almost forget that our expertise is hugely valuable. And it's only when we put this person outside their bubble, either in a friend's wedding, either at a family gathering, when people start asking us all these problems, when people like yourself, people have been asking you to teach them how to do X, Y, and Z, that's when you realize just how valuable your expertise is. And once you realize that, that's when you can actually monetize it on the internet and grow a really powerful passive income source where, like you, $1 in, $20 comes out. And yeah, I mean that's just what I was thinking as you were going through um, your example just there.
Exactly. It's like, you know, take note when people keep asking you the same questions again and again and again and again, and you kind of rarely dispense that information without a second, just under your breath almost. It's so easy for you, so automatic. That's how valuable your knowledge is that you know it that well. That people that multiple people are asking the same question. Once that happens once, you might not remember it, but once it happens twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, you might be onto something. And so, and if you solve that problem for those people, there are many others like them everywhere, and there's no reason why you can't help more people.
And what if somebody thinks, hey, I just don't have that. Like nobody ever asked me, which is tough to imagine as a doctor, right? But they might think that, hey, nobody has ever asked me to solve a specific problem. Like, what advice would you give them?
Hmm. So I would say that every patient that you see in your clinic has a chief complaint, and which is usually a very specific problem. And worst case scenario, if you're not hearing out and about, you can start there. If I was a dermatologist, I might teach people about skin conditions, or how to making this up, but maybe this one's too salesy. Really, how to have great skin for the rest of your life. But but advice from a dermatologist.
Mm-hmm.
And not just generic stuff on that I don't know that you might read online. And so I know that's happening. And so there are things that you can ask about and at least test. So again, you don't need to go ahead and just jump over and make the Mona Lisa right away. You can just say, I think people are asking me X question all the time at work, or things I've learned. I learned how to, I don't know, cook really well. I can make a really good steak. And people keep asking me, teach me how to make that steak. I don't appear to do online chef courses all the time. I just did one like last week. I did a virtual cooking class last week. I literally paid like $100 for this course. Anyways, but I know how to cook. But I still did anyways. So all I'm saying is that um, even if you're not sure someone will pay for it, you can at least come with a hypothesis, then test the hypothesis. If it doesn't work out, maybe you spend 1 or 2 hours, but then for sure, and because again, step 3 is actually making the course and spending, 50 hours on the course. But step 1 and 2 could just take 2 hours, 1 hour. You're just literally brainstorming, and then maybe messaging on like maybe Reddit or Facebook, asking them, hey, anyone interested in this? That doesn't take any more than an hour. And so that's where you can test your hypothesis. before you create it. And then once you have tested it, you already know it's going to work. You've already eliminated the guesswork there.
100%. Yeah, I mean, if that conversation alone didn't, I think that conversation would be quite helpful to some people that are, they know their worth, but they just don't feel their worth. Like logically, they know this is the right move, but psychologically, they just feel like there's something holding them back. And I think that conversation, we kind of dwelled on it quite a bit and fleshed it all out. But I'm pretty sure that conversation is going to help someone make that decision, whether to really take their career, their financial situation to the next level.